What's going on, people? Jay the Black here. I am back with another video. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. As you can see from the title, I'm going to get into basically subject matter that has been a hot topic amongst the so-called woke and conscious people. You know, the fed up people. I'm gonna get into that probably in other videos, but there's a segment of people I'm calling the fed up. There's gonna be a new ideology, people. I'm gonna call it fed up. I'm gonna get into that, but I'll make sure that you like this video. Hopefully you subscribe to the other channels. People trying to take me out, you know what I'm saying, but I'm still here and I'm still gonna be here. So make sure you go and do that. You know, the cleanup man is very busy. You know, you got these guys here on social media. They take one of two roads. They either take the road that is less traveled or the road that's traveled the most. And what you're seeing is a group of males who are taking it upon themselves to take the road most traveled. And the road most traveled is to put on their capes, you know, paint the big old pink S on their chest, and get out here and start caping for every other female just because, you know, they grew up in a single parent household and their mama worked and their daddy wasn't there, blah 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 blah. And they tend to ignore the issues that have been plaguing us as men, especially in the black community, for almost 50 years. But they ignore all of that and they want to say, well, where are y'all men at? Why aren't y'all here to help these women? And what these males don't understand is that the men were there, but the men were kicked out of their houses because the women decided to go in a different direction. And now that men have took it upon themselves to embrace ideologies to where they're only focusing on themselves, they're only traveling the road that is less traveled, you all of a sudden want to come back with your shaming tactics. You want to come back with your female worship. You want to come back with the logic of I'm here to call out you men. See, that's the road most traveled. It's easy to call out men because you got a bunch of women and a bunch of beta males that are gonna have your back. And I'm noticing this, you know, and this is nothing new. I mean, if you look at life outside of social media, what I talk about on YouTube and other platforms, I see it in everyday life. When I first came to YouTube, in my mind, what I was talking about had nothing to do with YouTube. It had everything to do with my experiences dealing with these beta males, these Captain Save-A-Hole, these ignorant females, these dysfunctional females. It was all experiences. And if you heard my earlier videos, you would hear me speak on my experiences. It had nothing to do with no YouTuber. It had nothing to do with Facebook. It had everything to do with life and dealing with certain things. Okay? Now, I can only see things from my perspective. I hear other people's perspective, but I can't make content and then talk about how other people have lived their life. I can only talk about me. Now, I've seen people on social media display dysfunctional behavior. I've seen it, and what I'm seeing now is that you're having males who are trying to travel the road that's most traveled because they think it's going to get them attention from women, it's going to get them money, you know, maybe they'll sell some t-shirts and some DVDs, and so, you know, and that's what they're looking for. They have no substance. Okay, they out here trying to cape for black women, but they got biracial children. But it doesn't make any sense. Who are you liberating? Who are you saving? You have to look at things from a deeper perspective. Attacking people's ideologies is not the way to do it. A man is gonna go his own way whether you like it or not. And the truth of the matter is, in the black community especially, black men have been going their own way for almost 50 years because they had no choice in the matter. You had a lot of these women who embraced feminism. They flipped the script on the men that they were with, and those men couldn't take it anymore. You had men getting kicked out of the home. You had women embracing the thought mindset that you see prevalent nowadays, but you got women trying to come out of that. But these cleanup men are going above and beyond to try to prove without a shadow of a doubt that they are different from all the other men. It's just like with these fake Nawals. You got these women who claim that they're different than all these other women. You know, they're so different. But you say one thing they don't like, they're gonna flip on you. I've noticed that too. And that's what you're going to see with this fake I'm trying to help people. Listen, nobody's trying to help anybody but themselves. Because when we go to work every day, we're trying to pay our bills. I'm not trying to pay your bills. So we're not thinking about saving communities and helping people out. We're trying to make sure we keep the lights on. So when I see these people come on social media pretending like they want to help people, it's comical. It makes you want to chuckle, because I know you ain't trying to help nobody. You're a clown. And when I see these males with the pink S on their chest going out here trying to fight and argue and bicker with every black man they could come across, trying to defend women who don't respect you, bro. And then when you look in the comment sections of these males, the women are completely disrespectful. They don't respect you as a black man. They don't respect your masculinity. They see you as a useful idiot, and that's what you are. You are a cleanup man. You're a utility. You're a useful idiot. They can use you to their gain. You're going to be used for gain. And they don't understand this until too late, until those women turn on them, because eventually they do that. You know, I've seen many a Captain Save-A-Hoes come and go because these women flip on them, and then they have no platform. As soon as you say something they don't like, see, we as men, we can take criticism. I can criticize another man and know that he's not going to hold a grudge to the point to where he's not going to stop. He's going to stop being a part of the platform. But you say something that a woman doesn't like, she doesn't want anything to do with you. She wants nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to understand, like, I'm not going to fake it and pretend like I'm out here to save a community, because I'm not. I could care less about what y'all trying to build, because you cannot build with a group mindset. You can only build with individuals who bring their own mindset and their own ideas to the table. If everybody has the same idea, how are you going to get anything done? If everybody wants to live their life all the same way, you're going to have a bunch of sheep who could be easily manipulated. All you have to do is tell them something they want to hear. And I noticed that on social media, you have this hero worship of these guys who claim to be leaders of conscious communities. They're trash. They can't even lead their own lives. They're constantly with their hand up talking about, we're going to build a nation, but you in a neighborhood full of white people. So what nation are you going to build? But anyway, these guys, these cleanup men, they're working overtime to appease the women who don't respect them. And they think that by debating every man that they see, they're going to win favor. No, you're going to be used. At least I know at my platform I'm not being used. I know that I speak my mind, and nobody on my platform is going to change that. Nobody. I can say whatever needs to be said. I can make the tough decisions, but I know a lot of y'all can't, because a lot of y'all you go off of your emotions. You don't really listen to what is being said. You think you understand it, but you don't. I got people right now who don't like me. They don't want me to speak on these particular topics because they know I speak that real, you know. And the thing is that the best way to help women to be their natural selves, both inwardly and outwardly, is to be honest with them. That honesty is gonna hurt, but and eventually they'll toughen up, and that honesty will roll off of their backs, because they'll understand that they're living their most honest lives. And you cannot help anybody if you're lying to them and manipulating them. Now, I'm going to get to this issue real quick about how, you know, we make excuses for men not to take care of their children. Did y'all not hear about the statistics about black men being the best fathers? I mean, that is completely overlooked. This is how I know these guys, these cleanup men, these guys with the pink S on their chest, this is how I know they full of shit. There is a out there that says that black men are the best fathers, but you overlook that because you want to play Captain Save-All. You want to play Superman to these women who don't respect you, dude. You know that you have absolute respect when a woman can come onto my platform and they know that I speak very harshly on the behaviors of a lot of these dysfunctional women, and they can still respect me and still support me. But I don't want no fake cheap support. A lot of y'all are getting cheap support from women who want to use you against other men, and you gladly do it because you're weak. You've never liked men yourself. You've always had a grudge against men. You're the type of guy who wants to be surrounded by a bunch of women in videos and Google Hangouts. Okay, in your life too, you're surrounded by women because you cannot stand being in the presence of another man because you feel small, you feel empty. This is why you're surrounded by women, because you're small, you're empty, there's nothing there, and you don't get any respect. And I think that bothers you, because let me tell you something right now. The women that you're trying to cape for are gonna respect me way more than they're gonna respect you, and those are facts.